Hey everybody, my name is Michael, and today I am playing Emerald City Confidential. Let me see. Can I go down the street? Nope.
Where were you last night?
I told you. I was right here. He's correct. I can vouch for him.
Like I'd trust you, gnome.
Impressive observation. I can see why you're a general.
A general that defeated you in the Phantasm War. Don't you forget that.
Yes, you won. Congratulations. I've gotten over it. Why can't you?
Don't play coy with me, Ruggedo. I see right through you. I'm well aware of what goes on in this place.
Yes. Your mouth is moving, but nothing of worth is coming out. Leave, Ginger. You are disturbing my customers.
Don't think you've seen the last of me. Ruggedo is the only one in Oz who could talk to Jinjur like that and get away with it. He's under political asylum here in the Emerald City, which makes him practically untouchable. Still, the guy lost his home, country, and all his magic powers. I suppose he deserves something in return. I'd almost feel sorry for him if he didn't try to aid the Phantasms during the war. I don't suppose anyone would miss this.
Okay, and I'm just going to steal things, because that's what you do in adventure games.
If you don't help yourself, nobody else will. Evening, Ruggedo.
Petra, it's been too long. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, I'm afraid. I'm on a case. 2 cases, in fact.
Oh, shame.
Can I ask you a few questions about this place?
It's my favorite topic of conversation.
Have you done some work on the place?
You've noticed? Yes, little improvements here and there. It all adds up, you know.
Some of those glasses look very fancy.
Well, I am a gnome. I have a knack for finding anything pretty and shiny.
What made you decide to open a bar, anyway?
Well, you know, what other options are there for an exiled gnome king? A gnome king who is stripped of his home, magic, and throne, and forced to live in a foreign kingdom against his will. Oh, but I'm not bitter, not at all. After spending many years penniless, I've managed to earn enough money to open this place. I'm an honest businessman now. I've let bygones be bygones. I now spend my days and nights listening to the sorrows of the ones who conquered me. You Ozians are so delightful.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Gnome King is still evil and plotting something evil.
How's business?
Oh, fine. I can't complain. Are you buying anything?
I told you, I'm on a case.
Right. Perhaps later.
Let's talk about something else.
Talking is what we bartenders do best.
You remember the old days, right?
How could I ever forget?
What were the Phantasms like?
You fought in the war, didn't you?
Sort of, but I never saw them up close like you did.
They are interesting creatures. Bodies of a human, but with heads of ferocious animals. Not like the animals you have here. There was something primal about them.
But you joined forces with them.
We needed dumb muscle. Unfortunately, they weren't as dumb as I thought.
How did you get captured, anyway?
My, you are asking personal questions today.
I've always wanted to know. By that point, I was no longer a soldier.
Oh yes, I heard about your brother.
Right. My question?
Certainly. My dear partner-in-arms, the first and foremost Phantasm, sacrificed me in order to save his worthless hide. Left me for your army to capture while they invaded your city.
Is that right? I was told that Jinjur's army captured you.
That's what she would like to think. The Phantasms made me a sacrifice, but forgot that I knew all about their invasion plan. I told your queen everything. That's why I was given political asylum. I was stripped of all my magic power and can't return home again, but at least I'm not rotting in a cell.
Do you ever miss the Gnome Kingdom?
Once in a while. Sometimes I imagine that the distant city lights are gems embedded in cavern walls, and the hustle and bustle on the streets are my subjects, ready to worship at my feet. But times have changed. Relations between Oz and the gnomes are pleasant. They have a new king now. The kingdom is thriving. I'm a relic. They have no need of me anymore.
Yes, the new king. Calico was his name?
You're lucky you lost your magic. Folks who practice magic tend to disappear very quickly around here.
A small mercy. I have forgotten every magic spell I ever knew.
Let's talk about something else.
Yes.
Can I ask you some questions about Captain Bill?
Poor man. You are helping to clear him?
Yes.
Well, I'll do the best I can.
He's right there. Should we really be talking about him?
Does he have any enemies?
The captain? Why, no. None that I know of, anyway.
He's a captain, yeah.
Was he really here last night? I'm not going to tell the guard. I want to help him.
Yes, he really was here. Him and his little friend.
Trot.
Yes, she was upstairs. I rented a small room when they were in town.
Who does business with him?
We never talk business. He sits quietly and drinks. That's all he wants to do, and I let him. He comes here to get away from his troubles, after all.
Does he often seem trouble?
Who doesn't have troubles?
You've got a point. Does he come here often?
Whenever he is in town, they rent a small room upstairs. Well, a storage closet, really, but it suits them.
Let's talk about something else. I'm looking for someone. Can I ask you some questions about him?
I'll do my best.
Have you ever heard of a man named Ansel?
Ansel? No, never heard of that name.
Figures. Just like everybody else in this town. Here's this photo. Have you ever seen him?
Doesn't ring a bell, I'm afraid.
Thanks. Let's talk about something else.
I guess that's it for the conversation.
I've got to leave, Ruggedo. I'm on the clock.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, what's this thing?
Hey, Ruggedo. Mind if I grab some candy?
That's what they're there for. Of course, if you'd like something stronger.
Not quite yet. Maybe later.
Suit yourself.
Alright, we have some candy. And let's talk to Captain Bill.
Like a rat. I hope he's able to answer some of my questions. Captain Bill?
What?
My name is Petra. We met earlier. At the dock?
The dock. I had nothing to do with that explosion.
Relax, Captain. Your friend Trot hired me to help you.
Help? I don't need any help. I'll get out of this. I always do.
Sure you will. And I want to help you do it. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
Questions. Everyone wants to ask me questions.
I'm not like Jinjur, Captain. I don't think you're guilty.
Fine. Ask what you like.
I'd like to learn more about you, Captain.
Uh-huh.
How did you meet Trot?
Trot. Innocent Trot. I knew her parents way back when. They're gone now. Everyone's gone. Everyone but Trot.
He's rambling. I had better be careful.
Yeah, he met her way back in California, right? They were in Southern California, something like that.
Do you have any enemies?
Enemies? Who'd hate me? Well, except for Trot. But she's family.
You can't think of anyone who would want to frame you.
No, not the one.
Have you ever experimented with magic?
Magic? Ha! Who needs magic? The sea, the wind, and a sturdy boat. That's the only magic I need. I never liked the stuff. Never.
Let's talk about something else.
Good.
Tell me more about your ship.
Uh-huh.
Was it carrying any cargo?
Cargo? No, nothing was on that ship.
Was anyone on board?
You mean a passenger?
A passenger? A crew member? Anyone at all?
There was nobody on board that ship. Not a soul.
Is he lying? He's so drunk that I can't tell. What was your last destination?
The Fountain of Truth in Winky Country. You can check the register.
I believe you. How long ago was this?
Some weeks ago. Has nothing to do with this.
I think I've heard enough about your ship. Let's move on to something else.
Uh-huh.
I remember the Fountain of Truth. That was what turned the Shaggy Man back to normal in the 5th Oz book, right? Shaggy Man!
I'd like to talk to you about the explosion.
You and everybody else. I don't even care who did it anymore. I can rebuild the ship if people would just leave me alone.
Shaggy Man is another one of those Oz characters who I don't think appears in this game, like Button Bright and, Polychrome, the Rainbow's daughter.
What could have started the explosion?
Magic, apparently. That's what Jinjur says.
Is that what you think?
I believe that it could have been magic, but it wasn't started by me.
Did you see the explosion?
No, I didn't. We went over there this afternoon and saw the remains. Trot insisted on calling the guard. And then I get accused. Not to blame Trot. It wasn't her fault. Oh well.
What is your theory?
Me? I got none.
Was anything of value destroyed, aside from the ship?
No. There's my livelihood and possibly my liberty, but that's all.
Let's talk about something else.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about pumpkins, Bill.
Pumpkins?
Do you know Jack Pumpkinhead?
That guy? Sure. He's not exactly hard to miss.
Ever do business with him?
Me? No.
Let's talk about something else.
The Hungry Tiger. I also think the Hungry Tiger might be one of those characters that doesn't appear in this game.
See you around, Captain.
Uh-huh.
Not that I'm complaining, this is a great game, it's got a lot of the Oz characters. I can live with the fact that one or two of them are... whoa, window. I can live with... Hold on a second. I can live with the fact that one or two of the characters is not here. And is that an eye hole so he can look outside the door without opening it? I think it is. See you later, Ruggedo.